Now on 4 News Now at 6, it's a weather alert day for the increased fire risk from dry thunderstorms.
We have team coverage on how conditions will change tonight, plus when you can expect even more triple-digit temperatures.
And keep an eye on your mailbox. Ballots for Washington's primary are being sent out. We break down what you can do if it doesn't arrive by Tuesday.
And a push for police to enforce Spokane's camping bans. Why some say kicking people out of homeless camps may not be the right thing to do. That's tonight at 6:30. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, crews are on high alert tonight across the inland Northwest due to dangerous fire conditions. In Asotin County, firefighters are battling the Cougar Creek fire. The fire is burning west of Highway 129 and Bogan's Oasis. Here is a look at the latest evacuation map. Anyone living in the area shaded in red, that is west of Bogan's Oasis and Highway 129, needs to get out now. The Red Cross has opened an evacuation shelter at the Asotin County Fairgrounds in Asotin. The cause of this fire is still under investigation.
In Latah County, crews are battling a fire outside of Kendrick, about 45 minutes southeast of Moscow. Here's a photo of 2 of the planes resupplying at the nearby Dworshak Reservoir in the Drift Creek area. Officials want to remind boats to stay clear of that area because there is very limited room for these planes to maneuver. And we could see even more fires pop up because of that triple-digit heat, dry conditions, and dry lightning currently making its way through our area. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. We have team coverage tonight. Matt Gray is tracking dry lightning making its way through our area. Alexandra Cohen-Yards is seeing the impact this extreme heat is having on families and businesses. But we begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with an update on the thunderstorms moving into the area now.
We're tracking a couple areas of thunderstorm activity. One that is just now starting to approach the Washington-Oregon line, crossing into the Blue Mountains and headed to the north-northeast. Another round of storms that's already moved out of central Oregon into central Washington, moving toward Grant County, producing lightning along the way. Some thunderstorm activity around Kennewick, all of that heading almost directly to the north. Now, right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, it is quiet for now, but could get a little noisy as we get into the late night after dark. Lightning activity, this is our forecast for lightning. As we get into the evening, here's 8 o'clock. We start to see lightning closer to the Spokane area around Ritzville, parts of the Columbia Basin, even down on the Palouse. Here's our chance of lightning. By the time we're into the 10 o'clock hour, we see the potential for lightning right through the Coeur d'Alene, Spokane area and points to the west. That's going to hang on right on through midnight. Here's 1 a.m. with that chance of lightning before it finally tapers off as we head into the overnight. We do have a fire weather warning for midnight until midnight for much of the region, until 2 a.m. for some of those northern areas in northeastern Washington. It is dry lightning, but also the gusty outflow boundary winds that could help drive any new fire starts or cause problems with existing fires. Fire weather warning in effect again, midnight until 2 a.m. Now, these storms have already dropped a lot of lightning strikes this afternoon, and each one has the potential to become another wildfire. Meteorologist Matt Gray continues our team coverage, tracking those lightning strikes.
And thank you, Chris. And here is the lightning strike counter here over the past 12 hours. We've seen lightning in the Cascades. Since this morning, we're talking about getting over 350 strikes. Now, across many parts of the inland Northwest here throughout the day today. Let's take a zoom in to some of the places in the inland Northwest. We're starting to see some of that lightning push in now. For example, around the Saddle Mountains, we've got some lightning starting to work its way up with that storm that Chris mentioned earlier. So across southern Grant County, now is the time. If you see something, make sure that you call things in so fire crews can get stuff under control. Now, you see that strike at the center of your screen that's colored in yellow as opposed to a bluish white. That's called a positive lightning strike. Basically what that is it comes from the top of the cloud. These positive strikes that have a different polarity than your regular lightning strikes, they only make up about 10% of total lightning. They're hotter and they're longer duration. Why is that a problem? Well, more of that crazy electrical current for longer usually means that there are higher risks for wildfires from those strikes. So something to keep in mind. We're also watching storms with lots of positive lightning working their way towards the Blue Mountains of southern Washington. There's already plenty of issues, as our anchors just showed you, with that Cougar Creek fire. And then further to the north, lots of lightning around the Pioneer Fire, as well as storms continue to blow up in the Cascades this evening. So we'll continue to monitor these lightning strikes and bring you another update here at 6:30.
Thank you. Well, the Spokane Fire Department needs help finding this person on your screen. They say caused 2 fires at the Ace Hardware on Regal Street in South Spokane. In the security footage, if you take a look there, you can see it was taken on July 4th. You can see that person lighting a pile of pallets on fire. Then a week later, on the 11th, the fire department says the same person returns and lights a pile of cardboard on fire. Investigators also think this person may be connected to a number of recent grass and brush fires. Anyone with information on this should call the Spokane Fire Department.
Well, this is Jennifer Meyer. She is accused of starting the fire that destroyed an Army surplus store in Sandpoint. According to investigators, Meyer can be seen in this security footage walking behind the Army One surplus store moments before the store caught fire. As of right now, police still don't know why she may have started that fire. In our For the People coverage now, primary elections are quickly approaching, and the Spokane County Elections Office is already mailing out ballots.
Marissa Rio joins us in studio to tell us what you need to know before casting your vote.
Well, over 180,000 primary ballots were sent out in the mail today, and about another 180,000 will be mailed out tomorrow. Besides the ballot, voters should have also received one of these this week, a voter's pamphlet, informing you of all the different candidates and levies. As ballots continue to be sent out, voters should expect to receive their ballot in the mail by next Tuesday.
Mark them clearly. If you do have to make a correction, there's instructions on the ballot to make a correction. And remember, you don't have to vote for every contest or race on the ballot. And remember to sign your envelope and return it. Drop-off boxes officially opened on Wednesday. With primaries less than 3 weeks away, we've seen candidates increase campaign efforts. But what does voter turnout in the primaries typically look like here in Spokane? It'll range between 72% and 80%. Much lower than what the Spokane County Elections Office sees during the general elections. It'll range between 72% and 80%. Washington State in general sees a lower voter turnout during the primaries. A political science professor who has been teaching at Gonzaga for over 50 years has an indication as to why this might be.
One is that the timing of it, so public attention hasn't been so much focused on the races yet. Candidates haven't spent a lot of money on advertising yet. That's just beginning.
Dr. Blaine Garvin says the primaries narrow down candidates to the more serious ones,
who can then square off in a more meaningful contest.
Primary ballot in the mail by Tuesday. Be sure to call the Spokane County Elections Office. The last day to register to vote in the primaries by mail is Monday, July 29th. August 6th by 8 p.m. is the deadline to register in person. In studio, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Marissa. And this year, we want to make sure you are well informed on the races you care about when you cast your vote. So we want to hear from you. What do you want the candidates to be talking about to earn your vote? You could submit your questions on KXLY.com/forthepeople right now, and we will use them to help drive our coverage. Well, law enforcement is now being criticized for its inaction during the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump.
Why the director of the Secret Service says local agencies aren't entirely to blame.
Always looking over your shoulder because you're not sure whether the police are coming for you because you happen to be camped out.
One Spokane City Council member wants police to enforce the city's camping ban, while one man says forcing the homeless away from the Spokane River will only create more problems.
And wolves may no longer be on the endangered species list, while some say this is long overdue. That's next on 4 News Now at 6.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Save your greed!
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford. All month long, we're celebrating freedom, innovation, and the spirit of America. Ford, 0 down, no payments for 90 days, 0% APR.
Mach-E, F-150, Explorer, Escape. It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford. Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
we'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Children's Miracle Network provides hope and life-saving services to children undergoing treatment. The nonprofit relies on donations to help kids like Abigail.
Abigail was born with a heart defect that required open heart surgery. Thanks to community support, Children's Miracle Network was alongside her family every step of the way.
Thursday, July 18th, for every drink sold at Spokane area Dutch Bros, Numerical will donate $1 up to $10,000 to Children's Miracle Network. Let's make miracles happen one cup at a time. Cheers!
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
Enjoy a fireworks show of incredible deals all month long.
Escape, Edge, or the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Lease payments as low as $369 per month.
Huge selection.
Join us for 4th of July at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
Has Donald Trump's brush with death changed him? Next, Inside Edition, a slight turn of the head saved his life. Now the rare display of raw emotion.
Had he not turned, he would have been dead right now. And yeah, I think that probably puts real perspective on life.
Then, Hawaii wave disaster averted. How a dad and daughter nearly got swept away. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Well, Washington's gray wolf population may no longer be considered an endangered species. A vote later this week will determine whether it's time to remove them from that category.
Now, some argue that it's too early, while others say this declassification is overdue. Our Hunter Bertram has the debate about what's next for Washington's wolves.
On Friday, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife planned to vote on whether to downlist the gray wolf population off of the endangered species list, moving it to a sensitive species list. And what that means...
Technically, it's a downlisting, so it's not a delisting.
Paula Swadin works with Conservation Northwest, focusing on wolf policy.
The proposal is to go from state endangered to state sensitive. And so fundamental protections for gray wolves will remain with the sensitive status.
Swadin says it's time for this to happen as the population of gray wolves has drastically grown. Yet with that growth, some think it's time to delist.
Oh, think it's about time. Why they were ever here to begin with is beyond me.
Kathy McKay owns a ranch in Republic, Washington. She tells me wolves have killed hundreds of her animals.
They're killing machines.
Here's a video of a wolf she caught last year, releasing it after because of state policies. Her frustration now is through the roof.
I'm done calling them. They can't do anything.
Our biggest issue with it right now is that their protocol for wolf removal takes too long.
McKay, Jim Wendland, and Matt Schneider all agree that state protocols for protecting livestock from wolves take too long and are ineffective.
It's taking cattle off of our ranch, it's taking money out of our pockets, and it really just kind of ties our hands on anything that we can do.
They believe it's time for a new protocol, which Swadin agrees.
Maintain and or improve the systems in place where wolves are not felt as an undue burden to the livestock producer community.
Swadin believes if we can reduce the negative perspective of these wolves, it'll prevent the species ending up being poached and hunted. In Lincoln County, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, it may be time for you to adopt a new best friend. The Spokane County Animal Shelter Scraps is at full capacity, so adoption fees are being waived from now through Saturday. There are over 100 animals that need a new home, and there's only the cost of licensing, which is $28 for dogs and $18 for cats. You can head to the shelter to find your new friend tonight. A little bit less than an hour until 7 o'clock, Friday from noon until 7, or Saturday from 11 to 5:30.
The more the merrier. Well, put on the thunder shirts tonight. We still have the potential for some thunderstorms around the region. That continues until late. And then tomorrow, it's back to the sunshine and the hot weather. A high of 99 degrees, 86 is our average high. I'll be back with an update on those thunderstorms and your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by GMC of Riverfront Park.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Welcome to the Drive Like a Pro League. Today we've got Kevin facing off against his Thursday commute. Let's see if he can bring that safety A game. He's off. He makes room for a cyclist, and he's already got pedestrians up ahead. He gets the stop. Incredible. Let's take another look at that. Kevin showing excellent technique. As soon as he approaches the crosswalk, he applies that inside brake pressure. The crowd can't believe it. Be like Kevin. Drive like a pro.
The Gamma knife we have here in Spokane is the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line Gamma knife that is available in the world.
The brain is high-priced real estate. It's very important for cognition, physical function. You only want to hit the tumor and give very, very little dose to the surrounding brain.
It's the only machine capable of delivering this type of precision and with almost no interruption in any of the other treatments that they need.
Not only is this the best radiation technology, but it's delivered by a caring team of professionals who have been doing this for decades.
Want to save on some of the biggest names in streaming on the network made for streaming? X marks the spot. Now when you get Xfinity Internet for 12 months, you can have the new Stream Saver for $15. That includes Netflix, Peacock, and Apple TV+. That's Xfinity Internet and Stream Saver for just $35 a month. All your favorites, all in one place, all for one low price. For more watching and less spending, X marks the spot. Switch to Xfinity, the network made for streaming, and bring on the good stuff.
Get moving with Dan the Moving Man. You might know us as Dan the Piano Man, but times they're a-changin'. When it comes to piano moving, service, and storage, we're a local legend. And now we bring the same skills that built our reputation to every household move we make. Big moves, small moves, modern furniture, priceless heirlooms. For almost 50 years, our neighbors have trusted us with their treasures. We'll make your move easy and stress-free. Call today for a free estimate. Dan the Moving Man, 509-922-1085.
All right, welcome back. It is a weather alert day because of our extreme heat.
Our team of weather experts have been warning you about this all week. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who is tracking the radar. We got a lot of lightning already popping up.
Yes, we are watching for dry lightning. We have a weather alert day for dry lightning and the potential of new fire starts. We are watching a couple areas, actually 3 areas of thunderstorm activity. One that is just now crossing out of Oregon into the Blue Mountains. Another round that's moved out of Oregon into central Washington, Grant County in particular. We're looking around Othello, and then there are more thunderstorms in the Cascades, but we're zoomed in right here around, there's Connell, south of Connell. We're picking up some lightning strikes also near Othello, and these are moving almost directly to the north with more storms on the way overnight. Looks like we have the chance of thunderstorms right on through 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It is also hot, 94 degrees right now in Spokane, 96 in Lewiston and Ritzville. It is 100 in Omak, in the 80s in Coeur d'Alene up through Sandpoint, and 90 degrees right now in Bonners Ferry. A heat advisory, it has been extended. It now goes until Sunday and expanded. Now goes all the way through the Northeast Mountains. That does include Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, as well as the Idaho and Washington Palouse. Drink plenty of water, try to stay in the air conditioning, and come up with a plan for the weekend. Tomorrow's high temperatures will be still in the 90s, but just barely in Spokane, 99, 96 in Coeur d'Alene, triple digits in many locations tomorrow, including right around Spokane, Meade, 9 Mile, downtown, as well as Spokane Valley will be in the 90s elsewhere around the region. And then our warming trend begins to peak again. We are looking at more weather alert days Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And this time it's for that excessive heat because it looks like we're going to be seeing the hottest weather we've had so far this summer as we get into Sunday, looking at a high of 106 degrees. But once you get above 100, it really starts to feel bad. Your average high is right here in this white line. Planning forecast, the thunderstorms will be done late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Then we're into the sunshine Thursday and Friday. Dry this weekend. May start to see some winds developing and some fire weather concerns as we start to cool down Tuesday and Wednesday, 92 on Wednesday. And it looks like that trend is going to stick, might even be in the 80s again by the end of next week. But in the meantime, we are tracking those lightning strikes, and we'll have a lot more on that coming up in the next half hour. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Well, it is our third week now of extreme heat. For local businesses, this is having a significant impact on their operations.
Yeah, Alexandra Cohen-Yards is live in Manitou Park with the latest impact this heat wave has had on local businesses in Spokane and how we can all continue to support them.
Yeah, Derek and Kirsten, as you can see behind me, people have started to gather for the Northwest Bachfest, an outdoor concert which starts in just about 30 minutes. Now, this event, just like many others in the inland Northwest, has felt the impact of this heat wave. Today, I spoke with some local businesses in the area who tell me that the drop in customers these past few weeks has been unprecedented and that working in this heat is simply intolerable.
And people don't come out, you know, when it gets to be 100 degrees, 100 plus. People stay home in the air conditioning. So
it's hot, and many of us want nothing more than just that, stay cool inside. But for local businesses who typically thrive during the summer, a heat wave like this can make it hard to do day-to-day work.
It makes us really tired and kind of I don't know, I know for a fact that I've been ringing people up and completely blanking on orders and stuff because I'm just it's so hot, I don't know what I'm doing.
Carrie Connor, manager of Park Bench Cafe, made the decision to close early last week due to the extreme heat. This is unfortunately something other businesses in the area have had to do as well, meaning hours had to be cut and possible changes to employees' wages.
But this time...
Blue Moon Garden and Nursery, another local business just a few miles away, had to close early twice last week because of the heat. Owner Therese Palaya says this will most likely be the case again this weekend.
Well, it's pretty quiet, but we're getting some business, but it's definitely off.
This month, Palaya says revenue for her business has dropped by around 60%. Although heat is expected during the summer, Connor says it usually does not start this early in the year.
It keeps lasting and it does continue to impact.
Now, with August just a few weeks away, there's concerns of how this heat might continue to impact business. Both of the local businesses I spoke with encourage people to continue supporting them. One way of doing this is by going earlier while it's still cool out. Reporting live in Manitou Park, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Well, Prime Day is in full swing, and you can save on more than just electronics and appliances. See how you can use your Amazon account to save on your next vacation.
And new details on the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. Why the Secret Service was already on high alert before the rally even started. That's next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Frozen is Disney's latest hit Broadway musical. From the producer of The Lion King comes the show audiences and critics are melting for.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. When it's time for an update or complete remodel.
Just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're going to rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way. From design and products to removal and installation.
Okay. What do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Hi, I'm Chris with Tactical Plumbing. We're a well-known, locally owned company with a great reputation with our customers. While the new housing boom stays strong, we are excited to announce that we are growing our company to provide homeowners with our precision services.
Tactical Plumbing has over 30 years of combined experience, and we are now booking residential service and repair.
Tactical Plumbing providing our community with carefully planned and strategically executed plumbing solutions.
Call us or visit our website today for all of your plumbing needs.
Woo! How you doing back there, son? Living my best life, Dad!
It's the Coeur d'Alene Casino's $257,000 trucks and boatloads of winning giveaway. On July 27th, play to win extra play cash and a 2024 Chevy Colorado Trail Bus or a 16-foot low fish and ski boat grand prize.
Are we done yet? This is getting heavy! We can do this all day, son!
Make your summer dreams a reality with our $257,000 trucks and boatloads of winning giveaway.
Winning is just the beginning.
The summer has finally arrived, and that means barbecues on the back deck. And nobody knows decking better than the decking pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Choose from the best selection of PVC, composite, and solid wood decking, with lots of color choice options, including railings. And local delivery is available if you need it, so you can have a beautiful deck for summer.
Windsor Plywood.
We're camping out with the best deals in town from Finley. We have a great selection of new and certified used vehicles to choose from. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with a 1-year, 15,000-mile maintenance plan. At Finley, downtown Toyota.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Around the nation, the Department of Homeland Security is launching an investigation into the Secret Service for its handling of the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump.
Lawmakers are also raising questions about the Secret Service protocol that day. ABC's Allison Kosick has more.
According to law enforcement, minutes before the assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump, Thomas Matthew Crooks was seen walking near the magnetometers. Someone in law enforcement started to approach him, but the alleged shooter backed up, fading into the crowd, getting to the roof of a building 400 feet from the rally by climbing on top of an air conditioning unit. Investigators also learning Crooks meticulously designed several suspicious devices found in his vehicle and residence. A remote transmitter found in his pocket may have been intended to set those off.
The odd man out here is the explosives. As to what was he going to do with those?
Law enforcement telling ABC News he left his tactical vest in his vehicle, raising questions about whether he intended to survive or if he was on a suicide mission. He had also asked his employer if he could take Saturday off, maybe returning Sunday.
He's going down!
Questions from lawmakers and authorities continuing about the security lapse, since law enforcement officers were stationed inside the same building where Crooks was.
There was local police in that building. There was local police in the area that were responsible for the outer perimeter of the building.
The local sheriff defending his team, telling ABC News each department had been given specific assignments and they carried them out.
The deputies under my control did their job and went above and beyond after the shooting stopped and the chaos began.
The Secret Service in recent weeks had increased Donald Trump's security detail due to intelligence indicating there was an Iranian threat to assassinate the former president. But officials say there's no indication of a link between the Iran threats and the assassination attempt. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Well, President Joe Biden has COVID again. The diagnosis came just hours after he stopped at a Las Vegas restaurant and did an interview there. He's now on his way to Delaware to isolate. The White House says the president's symptoms are mild and he's on his first dose of Paxlovid. Biden last tested positive twice in the summer of 2022.
We are tracking dry lightning tonight, making its way through our area.
Meteorologist Matt Gray will show you where it's heading coming up. Plus, the debate on if police should enforce Spokane's camping ban next on 4 News Now at 6:30.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
In the state Senate, I lowered taxes and helped seniors and veterans. And this year, I fought against the big spenders that wanted to increase your property taxes. I'm Michael Baumgartner, and I approve this message because your family deserves to keep more of your hard-earned money.
It's Click-It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click-It RV.
Be a winner like me.
and get to Click It RV.
With zero down and no payments till October, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
1 mile past the Y and Newport Highway.
Do you have a storage problem? Wisman Storage Containers is your all-in-one local storage solution. We offer a variety of sizes and provide free delivery within the greater Spokane area. Wisman Storage Containers is your locally owned and family-operated storage solution. Don't just store. Secure your stuff today.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Transform your laundry routine with the Electrolux laundry set. Save $1,100 on the set and enjoy a buy one, get one pedestal. Instant savings of an additional $270. Experience superior cleaning and energy efficiency, making laundry day a breeze with Electrolux. Steam technology gently lifts dirt and stains, while the Lux Care wash system ensures a thorough clean with every cycle. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
The second annual Great Northwest Gathering Auto Show returns to the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Come celebrate 60 years of the Mustang and check out muscle cars, hot rods, air-cooled VW parking area, and more. Live music and a burnout contest on Saturday. For info, go to Facebook or this website.
Next ET, the Primetime Emmy nominations are in.
I wasn't expecting that.
Plus, Big Brother Season 26 sneak peek, our exclusive with Julie Chen Moonves.
With AI, all bets are off.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
GMA tomorrow morning. It's his big night, and GMA is there live behind the scenes at the Republican National Convention. What will Donald Trump say when he takes center stage and addresses the country? Good Morning America live tomorrow morning.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Our hot and dry conditions, plus the addition of dry lightning, have led our team of weather experts to declare today a weather alert day.
Not just the dry lightning either. Thunderstorms are making their way through the inland northwest. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see where they're headed.
That's right. We are going to be keeping an eye on these thunderstorms through tonight, and a fire weather warning goes until midnight for most of the area shaded in pink on your screen, until 2 a.m. for some of the northern areas of northeastern Washington, but maybe sticking around the Spokane area that late as well. Satellite and radar right now showing that we've got some thunderstorm activity moving into portions of southeastern Washington right now, the Blue Mountains, but approaching Pomeroy, also coming out of Oregon into central Washington and approaching the Moses Lake area. Along with those cloud to ground lightning strikes that we're keeping an eye on, these storms have the potential for producing some gusty winds. And right now in the Tri-Cities, an example, we have a 25-mile-per-hour sustained winds, but 34-mile-per-hour gusts. So any new lightning caused fires could be accelerated very rapidly, and also those gusty winds could cause problems on existing fires. Our lightning forecast shows quiet conditions across Spokane and Coeur d'Alene early this evening, but by the time we're into 8 o'clock, we start to see some of that activity moving through the region. Chance of thunderstorms around 10. Those start to move to the north, but even at 1 a.m., we have the possibility of some lightning before things quiet out for a much calmer Thursday. Derek?
All right, Chris, thanks. All of these thunderstorms could start new wildfires while not giving us a drop of rain. Meteorologist Matt Gray continues our coverage explaining the problems with these dry thunderstorms.
And we are seeing it already. Our neighbors to the south at eastern Oregon, already some hot spots being detected by weather satellites south of Milton Freewater, just down the road from Walla Walla. And all those storms, as Chris just showed you, now beginning to track to the north now, potentially producing more hot spots and more fires that fire crews have to contend with. And a lot of these storms moving very close to current fire locations. In fact, the one storm here that produced lots of lightning strikes is in Boothrow, Oregon, now moving into the Blue Mountains of Washington, passing just to the north here of the Cougar Creek fire. And remember, these could also produce those gusty winds, and that's definitely not good for fire crews. Regardless, it usually means that getting those current fires under control ends up being a lot slower because you got to back off when the winds give up for safety reasons. So we're looking at that as well. We're also seeing some lightning strikes. We've had a lot of lightning just across Lake Chelan from one of the busiest fires in our region, the Pioneer Fire. So the potential of gusty winds causing problems there as well. Plus new lightning strikes, the ones in the yellow, positive lightning strikes, those are usually longer lasted and they are much easier, or at least in some scientific research, there's an idea that these may be responsible for the majority of new wildfire starts. So something to keep in mind there as we look at those maps. But of course, as we mentioned, outflow winds, those are going to be a problem. Those gusty winds that come out from the thunderstorms, but that's the only thing that's coming down other than the lightning is the wind. And that's because it is so dry with all the hot weather we've had recently down in the lower levels of the atmosphere, down where we all live, that when that rain comes out of the clouds, it evaporates into that super dry air. And that's what makes the thunderstorms we're seeing around the region today so dangerous, and a big reason why today is a weather alert day.
All right, Matt, thank you. With heightened fire risk in our area this week, there is no better time than now to prepare for potential wildfires.
The Department of Natural Resources is sharing how you can put your family and your home in the best position in case a fire strikes. DNR recommends surveying your property for any potential risks. It's as simple as keeping the lids on your garbage and recycling bin closed so embers can't land inside. The department says all it takes to start a disaster is one ember, so it's important to either correctly place or remove things like mulch.
You can have some burnable mulch in here, okay? But if you notice, this island of burnable mulch is surrounded by grass and concrete. So we've isolated it, so if it does catch on fire, it will only burn right here and it won't spread to the home.
Foresters from the Department of Natural Resources can come out to your property and assess your home for free. For more information on how to get connected to that resource, you can visit our website, kxly.com.
Well, the Spokane City Council is thinking about enforcing more camping bans following a recent Supreme Court ruling.
But some neighbors don't think it's necessary where they live. Derek Strom has more on the areas people think the city should focus on when it comes to homeless encampments.
Here on Summit Boulevard in West Central, a lot of residents in this neighborhood say they've seen a rise in people camping here unlawfully over the past 5 or so years. And they're interested in a new resolution that the Spokane City Council is going to be talking about soon that would encourage the city to enforce those unlawful camping bans a little more strictly.
Spokane City Councilor Jonathan Bingle is sponsoring a new resolution that urges the city to enforce more camping bans. He says a recent Supreme Court ruling that allows cities to criminalize sleeping in public spaces inspired the idea. Beyond that, Bingle wants to see even broader camping bans moving forward. But for people like Alex Barkley, who's lived in the West Central neighborhood for the past 7 years, the issue isn't that simple.
The compassion goes both ways. I don't mind a homeless encampment as long as they're picking up after themselves and not making the neighborhood a bad place.
Barkley has a friend who's homeless and says it's a lot more challenging than people realize.
Always looking over your shoulder because you're not sure whether the police are coming for you because you happen to be camped out, and what's safe, what's not. How do you get ice? How do you go to a job interview and leave all your stuff? Yeah, there's problems, and it's a real problem.
Some neighbors say they'd like to see more enforcement from the city to move people away from nearby encampments. And others think pushing them away from the Spokane River would drive them into neighborhoods like this one. For Barkley, he believes there are other areas the city should focus on when it comes to people camping illegally.
Areas like downtown, the 2nd Avenue, near the 7-Eleven, things get gotten out of control down there to the point where Starbucks has decided to leave.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, WSU has found its new athletic director. Next up, the search for a new university president.
Yeah, President Kirk Sturts will be retiring next summer, and the athletic department could have a hand in finding his replacement.
Yeah, the proverbial help wanted sign stays up even after the athletic director has been found. Coming up in sports, what role the new athletic director Ann McCoy will have in the search for the next president at Washington State. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Great Northwest Gathering Auto Show, July 19th through the 21st.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
At North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care. We are the only practice in North Idaho that has an advanced prostate cancer center with options ranging from surgery, radiation, to medication. Our commitment to innovation means your treatment is effective and focused on advanced prostate cancer. Begin your personalized care journey for advanced prostate cancer with us today.
I'm Chad Young from the Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no-obligation as-is cash offer. We buy houses in any condition, and there are no fees, no commissions, and no repairs. We buy houses with tenants, fixer-uppers, bare land, even haunted houses. Woo! Call us today or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
50th, dead last. Washington has the lowest number of law enforcement officers per capita of any state. That's unacceptable. As governor, I'll fix it. Public safety is my top priority. I'll hire more police and first responders, create a statewide response unit to tackle the fentanyl crisis, and invest the $1 billion I won from drug companies to increase treatment. Washingtonians must feel safe and be safe for our state to thrive.
It's time to seize your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. Whether you're camping out in a new RAV4 or pulling a boat with a Toyota Tundra truck, nothing says summer better than a new Toyota. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with a 1-year, 15,000-mile maintenance plan. So this summer, if you're looking for a new ride, stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota and we'll show you some more choices. I cracked myself up. Findlay Toyota's downtown.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. What do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Well, WSU has found its new athletic director, Ann McCoy, but the university will need to find a new president very soon as well.
WSU President Kirk Schultz plans to retire next summer, and he talked about it for the first time at McCoy's introductory press conference. Sports Director Julian Minnesota is here in studio. And Julian, how much will athletics play a part in the search for a new president?
The saying goes that athletics sit on the front porch of every university, and that's going to be the same case here. There's going to be a presidential advisory committee with a wide variety of areas represented. Likely, that will include athletics. McCoy is going to be a huge part of that. She's been at the university for more than 20 years, and she understands WSU's position in the college sports landscape. McCoy's top priority is to find the Cougars a new conference home following the collapse of the Pac-12. So it was important for President Schultz to hire someone who will keep the best interest of the athletic department in mind, even after he is gone.
I need an athletic director who knows Pullman and our athletic program backwards and forwards, that's been in the room helping us select coaches, that's been in the room on strategy on where are we going to go for facilities, what types of things do we need to be out there raising money for, what things do we need to make sure that our coaches and student athletes have everything they need to be successful.
Now, Schultz is set to retire in June of next year. First day of school vibes for the Seattle Seahawks. A lot of smiles as the rookies reported to training camp today. The NFL allows rookies to report a week early, and this doesn't come as a surprise to have all these players show up, as Seattle will have a new playbook to learn under first-year head coach Mike Macdonald. The rookies are just getting a head start before training camp begins a week from today. The rookie class is headlined by first-round pick Byron Murphy II, who the Seahawks scouts labeled as the highest-graded defender in the draft. The Seahawks welcome 3 offensive linemen to the team, as protecting quarterback Geno Smith will be a priority. Seattle also added a pair of defensive backs, with Pro Bowlers Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams no longer on the team, and tight end A.J. Barner with Will Dissly off the roster. 20 rounds and more than 600 players later, the MLB draft has wrapped up. A number of local athletes will be taking the next steps of their baseball careers. Former WSU shortstop Elijah Hainline was the highest drafted Inland Northwest player, going in the 7th round to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hainline played 2 seasons at Washington State He transferred to Oregon State last season. A pair of local pitchers are going to the San Francisco Giants. Lewis Clark State's Drake George and Whitworth's Hunter Dryden. George was the Cascade Collegiate Conference co-pitcher of the year. Dryden is a Deer Park native and was on the Division III All-Region team. And Gonzaga pitcher Liam Paddock was taken in the 18th round by the Chicago White Sox. He's a Coeur d'Alene native who led the Bulldogs with 77 strikeouts. That's going to wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. Well, NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Davis was removed from a flight after he said he tapped a flight attendant's arm to request ice.
He's now speaking out to ABC News and saying the experience that unfolded in front of his wife and 3 kids left him feeling demoralized, embarrassed, and humiliated. ABC's Zoreen Shaw has the story.
NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Davis is demanding accountability after he says he was handcuffed and removed from a United Airlines flight after he tapped an attendant's arm for a cup of ice.
I felt demoralized. I felt embarrassed, humiliated. I felt like my dignity was stripped from me.
The Broncos legend exclusively detailed on Good Morning America what happened during a flight from Denver to Orange County, California, with his wife and 3 kids during a drink service with a flight attendant.
I said, "Excuse me, can I get some ice?" I just tapped him on the shoulder. He swings his arm back and said, "Don't hit me." And I'm like, "Dude, I didn't hit you." And then he rushes up to the front of the plane. He leaves the cart right there.
He said the attendant came back with a cup of ice and he didn't see that attendant for the rest of the flight. But when they landed, Terrell said the FBI and sheriff deputies handcuffed him and removed him from the flight.
The guy he whispers in my ear, he says, "Don't fight it," and he puts cuffs on me.
While he's still
While I'm sitting down.
His wife sitting nearby in disbelief.
I was kind of like, to Terrell, are you joking? Like, is this a practical, is this a prank? Like, and he just said quietly, "No, it's not." And I'm looking at my sons who are sitting right next to him, watching their dad being handcuffed.
Terrell previously said after he answered a series of questions that the agents determined the flight attendant was inaccurate in his accusations, and the agents profusely apologized. But he makes it clear that is not enough.
Well, number one, they have not reached out to me and apologized. They reached out to my attorney, but I have not heard from them directly.
United released a statement to ABC News saying, "This is clearly not the kind of travel experience we strive to provide, and we have reached out to Mr. Davis's team to apologize. We have removed the flight attendant from duty while we closely review this matter."
Terrell.
Now, Davis says he's going public with what happened to impact change, and he wants United to be held accountable for what he says happened.
Well, we will be done tracking lightning tomorrow. We'll have blue skies, sunshine, a high of 99. 86 is our average high, and it gets even hotter in the forecast. I'll be back with a close look at where the thunderstorms are now and some Wildlife Wednesday photos after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Research confirms it. Dogs don't like being hugged. They interviewed several dogs, and they all said, "We don't like it."
Next live, Claire Underwood plus Zasha Mammoth.
Watch live tomorrow at 9, right after GMA.
Welcome to the Summer Roundup this week at Cal. Over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low, and $44 down is all you need.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
During the Summer Roundup this week at Cal.
It's Walker's Furniture's 44th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 44% off, or get no interest financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino brings you American alternative rock band Dog Star to Spokane Live, Tuesday, September 10th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
At America Northwest Plumbing, they do everything from service calls to bathroom remodels to new construction. They can take care of your plumbing solutions no matter what the need. They are dedicated, professional, and dependable. Call or click America Northwest Plumbing today, your one-stop plumbing shop.
Welcome to the Drive Like a Pro League. Today we've got Kevin facing off against his Thursday commute. Let's see if he can bring that safety A game. He's off. He makes room for a cyclist, and he's already got pedestrians up ahead. He gets the stop. Incredible. Let's take another look at that. Kevin showing excellent technique. As soon as he approaches the crosswalk, he applies that inside brake pressure. The crowd can't believe it. Be like Kevin. Drive like a pro.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Great Northwest Gathering Auto Show, July 19th through the 21st.
Some thunderstorms we were watching around Grant County, Moses Lake have fizzled out a little bit. We do have one cloud-to-ground lightning strike around the Royal City area, but we're not done with the thunderstorms. Forecast radar starting off at our current time shows another band due into Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and points to the west through Grand Coulee around 10 p.m. and that may linger a little bit through the early part of the overnight before we finally dry out across the region tomorrow morning. Our fire weather warning goes until midnight for most of the region in far northeastern Washington until 2 a.m. And again, cloud-to-ground lightning strikes and those gusty outflow boundary winds. Forecast highs for tomorrow will be back up in the upper 90s in Spokane. Lots of locations making it into the hundreds, even right around Spokane, Meade, downtown Spokane, Spokane Valley, and 9 Mile, all in the triple-digit heat. And it is going to get even hotter as we get into the weekend. That is why we have more weather alert days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for excessive heat as our temperatures get into those triple digits. Now it's time for something completely different, some Wildlife Wednesday friends for you. We're going to start off with this Rufous hummingbird from Mark Boat, extreme close-up. Mark said he was just getting ready to take off there. So cute in that look. They up close, they have the meanest looks on their face. They can be very fierce, even though they're adorable. The complete opposite, Courtney Litwood showed this picture of a sweet cow moose with the most lovely look on her face, looking healthy, and look at those long eyelashes. She is just the picture of beauty, and I love this picture from Kathy Bolam. She captured this on the Coeur d'Alene Lake Cruise, looking at osprey. It's an osprey mom, and look closely in the nest and you'll see 2 little eyes. Kathy said that as the cruise boat approached, the mother called out to the babies to duck down, sensing danger, those Coeur d'Alene chamber people, you know, and so they ducked, and a sweet photo there. Hot, sunny weather day after day. I do have a little bit of good news if you just can't take it anymore. If you can make it through Monday, we are going to start to cool down, and it looks like this trend is going to continue, and we may have some 80-degree days heading into the end of next week. You have to wait a little while longer, but in the meantime, lots of sunshine, and we'll be tracking those lightning strikes for you. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. There are only a few hours left to take advantage of the major discounts Amazon is offering as part of Prime Day.
And while many people are buying appliances or electronics, you can also save on your next vacation. Maybe you're trying to get out of this heat. ABC's Becky Worley gives us a look at some of the best travel deals.
Amazon Prime Day is in full swing, but it's not just about your favorite products.
Sign up to be a member if you want free shipping.
This morning, we're learning about large discounts for travel, just in time for the rest of summer and beyond.
Amazon knows you're not going to buy an air fryer every single year. They're doing a little bit more, like including travel sales.
Amazon partnering with travel companies for price cuts on travel packages. Southwest, the first airline to partner with Amazon for Prime Day, offering up to 30% off airfare.
Certain dates, restrictions apply. It might even say sorry to when people have used that one particular time frame up.
Deals on car rentals, including up to 30% off of Avis bookings, plus 15% back in the form of an Amazon gift card. And savings up to 40% on Carnival cruises. But it's not just Amazon. Walmart getting into the travel game in 2023.
Walmart recently partnered with Expedia to offer a special travel deals portal for its Walmart Plus members.
With discounts on fuel and travel.
There are plenty of ways you can save and get discounts. These membership programs can just make it a little bit easier.
While they don't typically run promotions, Costco is also a great place to check travel deals throughout the year. Teresita Nino uses Costco Travel and booked her most recent vacation with them.
My last trip that we booked, I ended up saving about $700. 9 out of 10 times, Costco Travel is always giving me a better deal overall than other travel companies.
Access to the deals usually requires a paid membership, but it can be an extra perk and value for consumers.
The travel savings are the cherry on top, and the ability to save on travel is exciting as well. But it's not necessarily the most lucrative benefit in these membership programs. You have to take the value of membership as a whole rather than just joining to save on travel.
And earlier in this newscast, due to an editing error, it was reported that during the primaries, Spokane County sees 72% and 80% voter turnout. The correct percentage for the primary estimated turnout is between 36% and 50%.
All right, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford. All month long, we're celebrating freedom, innovation, and the spirit of America. Ford, 0 down, no payments for 90 days, 0% APR.
Mach-E, F-150, Explorer, Escape. It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
This summer, don't sweat it. Bill's Heating and AC has you covered with the best prices on air conditioners and heat pumps. Guaranteed. With over 3,000 5-star reviews, we're the locally owned company you can trust. Our expert technicians provide fast, reliable service to ensure your home stays comfortable all season long. And should you ever have an issue, we're open 7 days a week to provide immediate help. So what are you waiting for? Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote today.
Hey, honey, I hear that Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage can accommodate all of our storage needs.
Yeah, and all indoor units are powered with lighting and plug-ins to keep our RV and boat batteries charged.
And you know what I love? The extra wide driveways. It makes it easy to move around.
And I love their motto, protect and preserve. And they use a state-of-the-art security system with awesome customer service.
And they're staffed 7 days a week for indoor and outdoor storage access.
Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage. All the fun you can fit into summer.
Call or click today to check out their units.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Embrace the magic, celebrate friendship, and share the joy at Disney's Frozen the Musical.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's 4th of July at Wendell Ford.
Enjoy a fireworks show of incredible deals all month long.
Escape, Edge, or the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Lease payments as low as $369 per month.
Huge selection.
Join us for 4th of July at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
All All right, here's a live look inside the Republican National Convention happening right now in Milwaukee, where Ohio Senator J.D. Vance will soon address the crowd for the first time since former President Donald Trump announced him as his running mate. You can watch his speech right here on ABC with coverage beginning at 7 o'clock, which is in 2.5 minutes.
You may hear some rumbles of thunder sometime between sunset tonight and midnight. Then it's back to the sunshine.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you again.